What if Deku learned Spinjitzu? Chapter 3. NinjaGo. April had now rolled around, meaning the beginning of the school year. Izuku was now at UA making his way to his classroom. Izuku opened the door to a scene. He saw Bakugo and the blue-haired boy who had called him out. "Take your feet off of that desk now," the blue-haired boy from the exam said. "Ha," Bakugo said. "It's the first day and you're already disrespecting this academy by scuffing school property, you cretin," the blue-haired boy said. "You're kidding me, right? Your old school put a stick up your ass, or were you born with it?" Bakugo asked. "Let's start over. I'm Tenya Taida from the Sumiya Private Academy," Taida said. "Sumiya, huh? So you must think you're better than me. I'm gonna have fun tearing you a new one," Bakugo said. "You would threaten me? Your own classmate? Are you sure you're in the right place?" Taida said. Izuku decided to stay out of it. He quietly made his way to his seat without being noticed at all. His training with Sensei Wu had given him the skills to not be noticed. Shortly after sitting down, the brown-haired girl Izuku had saved came into the classroom. This stopped Bakugo's and Tenya's argument as Tenya went to greet the girl. "Good morning. My name is Tenya Taida from Sumiya Private Academy," Tenya said. I'm Akako Yurarika. "It's nice to meet you," Yurarika said, taken aback by Tenya. As they talked, Izuku looked around the room to see if Kendo was in his class. But he didn't see her. Izuku then noticed a yellow object behind Yurarika. Izuku got up and walked over to have a look. As he reached the door, he saw that the yellow object was a sleeping bag with a scruffy man in it. Their eyes then met. Hello," Izuku said. Tenya and Yurarika jumped at they finally notice Izuku. The rest of the class was also surprised when Izuku spoke, especially Bakugo. "Not only did you notice me, but your classmate didn't notice you. I'll say you've got some talent, kid," the scruffy man said. "Who might you be, sir?" Tenya asked. "I'm Shota Aizawa, your homeroom teacher. Now put these on and head outside. You've already wasted enough time. Time is precious after all." Rational students would understand that, Aizawa said, pulling out a gym uniform. The students did as they were told, and now were all out. "What? A quirk assessment test?" the students asked. "But orientation. We're gonna miss it," Akako said. "If you really wanna make the big leagues, you can't waste time on pointless ceremonies. Here at UA, we're not tethered to traditions. That means that I get to run my class however I see fit. You've been taking standardized tests most of your lives. But you never got to use your quirks in physical exams before. The country's still trying to pretend we're all created equal by not letting those with the most power excel. It's not rational. One day, the Ministry of Education will learn. Bakugo, you managed to get the most points on the entrance exam. What was your farthest distance throw with a softball when you were in junior high?" Aizawa asked. 67 meters, I think," Bakugo said. "Right. Try doing it with your quirk," Aizawa said. Aizawa then chucked a ball at Bakugo. "Anything goes. Just stay in the circle. Go on. You're wasting our time," Aizawa said. "All right, man. You asked for it," Bakugo said. "I'll add a little heat to my pitch and drop their jaws," Bakugo thought. "Die!" Bakugo yelled, as he threw the ball using an explosion to send to flying. "All of you need to know your maximum capabilities. It's the most rational way of figuring out your potential as a pro hero," Aizawa said. Aizawa showed his phone to the class, showing Bakugo's throw distance of 705.2 meters. "Whoa, 705 meters. Are you kidding me?" a yellow-haired boy said. "I wanna go. That looks fun," a pink girl with horns said. "This is what I'm talking about, using our quirks as much as we want," a black-haired boy with large cylindrical elbows said. "So this looks fun, huh? You have 3 years here to become a hero. You think it's all gonna be games and playtime. Diets. Today you'll compete in 8 physical tests to gauge your potential. Whoever comes in last has none and will be expelled immediately. Like I said, I get to decide how this class runs. Understand? If that's a problem, you can head home right now, Aizawa said. The students gasped. You can't send one of us home. I mean, we just got here. Even if it wasn't the first day, that isn't fair, Kako asked. Oh, and you think natural disasters are? Or power-hungry villains, home? Or catastrophic accidents that wipe out whole cities? No, the world is full of unfairness. It's a hero's job to try to combat that unfairness. If you want to be a pro, you're gonna have to push yourself to the brink. For the next 3 years, UA will throw one terrible hardship after another at you. So go beyond. Plus ultra style. Show me it's no mistake that you're here. Especially you, Midoriya, Aizawa said. Me, Izuku questioned. Yes. You may have done well in the entrance exam, but that isn't enough for me. You need to prove to me that you can be a hero without a Quirk, Aizawa said. The class began to mutter. Yes sir, Izuku said. Aizawa grinned. He's got drive, I'll give him that, Aizawa thought. Are you really quirkless, Uraraka asked. Yes, I am, Izuku said. But you can't be. I saw you turn into a tornado and destroy several robots, Tenya said. That wasn't a quirk, Izuku said. That wasn't. But Tenya said. The first test ID, the 50-meter dash. Tenya, Ajue, you two are up first, Aizawa said, interrupting Tenya. Tenya made his way over, still confused about Izuku being quirkless. But he could find out about that later. As the first test went on, Aizawa watched each student. Some students excelled in this test whilst others only showed minor improvements. Their true potential, Aizawa thought. Now it was Izuku's and Bakugo's turn. A gunshot then went off and Izuku and Bakugo took off. Burst speed, Bakugo yelled, using his explosions to blast himself forward. Just as he was about to cross the finish line, a green tornado passed him. After crossing the finish line, the tornado slowed down and stopped, revealing Izuku. Bakugo got a time of 4.13 seconds, whilst Izuku just beat him with a time of 4.10 seconds. What the hell was that, Deku? You're supposed to be quirkless, Bakugo yelled. I am still quirkless, Kaken. That hasn't changed. I've just learned how I can keep up, Izuku said. Is there a problem, Aizawa asked. Bakugo and Izuku continued to stare at each other. No, Bakugo said. Bakugo then walked away. So that was Spinjitzu, huh? It gave him quite the boost in speed. Let's see what else it can do, Aizawa thought. A tornado. I swear I've heard of something like that before, a boy with a large tail thought. After everyone had completed the 50-meter dash, they moved on to the second test. The next test is the grip strength test. Take one of these and apply force, Aizawa said. The students did as instructed. Izuku squeezed the grip strength tester and got a score of 56 kilograms. He looked at his score disappointed. Wow. You hit 540 kilograms. You're such a beast, Zero exclaimed. Yeah, like a muscly octopus, Minta said. I need to do better. Otherwise, I'm gonna be expelled. Think, Izuku, what can you do to get a higher score, Izuku thought. That's it, Izuku exclaimed. Izuku then used Spinjitzu and used centrifugal force to improve his score. Hey. That's cheating, Minta said. All I said was to apply force. Not how. If you wanna be a real pro, you've gotta be able to do something even if you're not suited for the situation. Now let's move on to the next test, Aizawa said. The next test was the long jump. Izuku was able to clear the sandbox by doing a running jump before using Spinjitzu to be carried through the air. The fourth test was the repeated side steps test. Izuku used Spinjitzu to quickly move side to side. What the hell? A year ago he was just a little weakling. But now he's keeping up with me whilst saying he's quirkless. Bullshit, Bakugo thought. The fifth test was the ball throw. Izuku was now preparing for his turn. Izuku can't be quirkless. Spinning out into a tornado has to be a quirk. What else could it be? Tenya asked. But he said he was quirkless. Why would he lie about that? Eureka asked. Maybe to throw us off. Not knowing someone's quirk is a disadvantage, Tenya said. I don't think he's lying. I can't place my finger on it, but I'm sure I've heard of something similar, a boy with a tail said. Sorry. Who are you? Eureka asked. I'm Masharao Ojiro. Ojiro introduced. What makes you think that, Ojiro? Tenya asked. I've just got a feeling, Ojiro said. Bakugo grunted. Izuku then used Spinjitzu to throw the ball as far as possible. Midoriya. 201.1 meters, Aizawa said. I'm getting to the bottom of this, Bakugo thought. Bakugo then charged at Izuku. Hey! Deku, you bastard! Tell me how you're doing that, or you're dead, Bakugo yelled. NinjaGo, Izuku yelled as he spun on the spot with Spinjitzu. Bakugo appeared to be moving in slow motion. He prepared to hit Bakugo, but then he noticed Aizawa's scarf moving towards Bakugo and himself. The scarf wrapped around Bakugo whilst Izuku dodged it. Bakugo. I thought there wasn't a problem here. You're talented, don't waste it by make me expel you, Aizawa said. Yes sir, Bakugo relented. Midoriya. I'm impressed you were able to dodge my capture weapon. Is that your instincts or Spinjitzu? That was Spinjitzu sir, Izuku said. Spinjitzu. That's it. Now I remember, my master told me about it. It's a martial art technique from the other world. It allows the user to move so fast that they appear to become a tornado. How do you know it? Ojiro asked. We're wasting time. You can ask questions later. Whoever's next can step up, Aizawa said. Last year he was nothing. A little bug I could crush if I wanted to. Just an annoying bug, that I can smash into the ground, Bakugo thought. The rest of the tests then continued with Izuku doing well in each of them, especially the long distance run. All the students were gathered around and waiting for their results. Alright, time to give you your result. I've ranked you all from best to worst by taking all your placements in each event. You should probably have a good idea of your standing already, Aizawa said. Izuku began to think about where he placed in the test. He had done well in each test, beating all of his scores from his middle school physical test. But would that be enough? Everyone else had all gotten at least on crazy score. Would his consistent placement be enough? He was about to find out. Aizawa then presented the scores. Izuku looked to see where he placed and saw that he had come in last. It wasn't enough. I'm in last place. I failed, Izuku thought. Izuku hung his head down. Now these are the scores based on how you performed with your quirks, Aizawa said. Izuku looked up. Sir. What do you mean by that? Tenya asked. The scores you see here don't take into account Midoriya's placement since he doesn't have a quirk, so he came last, Aizawa said. Ha, Izuku said. Now I'll present the scores taking Midoriya's placement into account, Aizawa said. Izuku's placement then rose up from 20th place to 10th place. Wait, no. This can't be. I can't be in last place. Please sir. Don't expel me, Mineta begged as now he was in last place. Oh, and for expelling whoever came in last place. I was lying, no one's going home. That was just a rational deception to make sure you gave it your all in the test, Aizawa said. Several students yelped as they realized they had been tricked. I'm surprised the rest of you didn't figure that out. I'm sorry. I guess I probably should have said something, Momo said. Yeah, you should have, several students thought. That's it. We're done for the day. Pick up a syllabus in the classroom. Read it over before tomorrow morning, Aizawa said. Aizawa then walked off. The students then went to get changed and head back to the classroom. As he walked back he saw a familiar face. "Hello Kendo," Izuku said. "Oh, hello Izuku. I'm glad to see you made it. I was disappointed when I didn't see you in homeroom. I started to think you didn't make it in," Kendo said. "Likewise. It would have been nice to have a familiar face," Izuku said. "Familiar face? But we only met once and that was for a minute or two at most," Kendo said. "Still better than not knowing someone at all," Izuku said. "Fair point. Then again, it's sometimes best to meet new people," Kendo said. "I get that," Izuku said. Kendo Class 1B's teacher called. "Gotta go. See you around, Izuku," Kendo said. "See you," Izuku said. Kendo then left. "I got to see that nice girl again," Izuku thought, with a big smile and a small blush. Izuku continued on to his classroom to pick up his syllabus. As Izuku was about to leave, Ojiro walked up to him. "Hey Midoriya, can I ask you something?" Ojiro asked. Yeah. Sure. Ojiro, was it?" Izuku asked. "Yeah. I wanna know, how did you learn Spinjitzu? My master always talked about it and studied it to try and learn it. But he never did," Ojiro said. "That's not surprising. Spinjitzu is almost impossible to learn on your own. The only person that has learned Spinjitzu on their own is Arin. And apparently it was a wonky version. And even after that it still took him a long time to perform it properly," Izuku said. "I see. So you need a master of Spinjitzu to teach you Spinjitzu. So who taught you?" Ojiro asked. "Sensei Wu," Izuku said. "Sensei Wu? The Sensei Wu? How on earth did you end up being taught by him?" Ojiro asked. "I'll tell you on the way to the train station," Izuku said. "Really?" Ojiro asked. "Really?" Izuku said. Izuku and Ojiro then exited the classroom and began making their way to the train station as Izuku told Ojiro how he met Sensei Wu and learned Spinjitzu under him. End of Chapter 3.